What's up, go-getters? It's your boy Coach to Win, and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate it because this gives me, something to do and fills a little bit of a void in my life. No, actually, I just like to, talk on camera. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, let's just get into my journal real quick, and then I'm going to show you the numbers. Okay. All right. So here it is. Okay. So today, I would say negative, but then these are my realized gains. So roughly $2,000 today. So let me just get through the whole thing here. I made about 1/3 of my normal paycheck trading for one day. These are my realized PL, meaning profit loss, for those of you who are new to the word PL. But I got a few swings, one of which is negative 5K at the moment. So that's why I'm saying it's probably a negative day if I sold. I didn't sell, so I'm doing a swing here. All right. If that swing doesn't come through, then I'll need to sell at a loss to free up the funds and to work a bit harder tomorrow to break even or get into the profits. I forgot to write the word over there. Anyways, what I should have done today was do my usual. Take the loss quick and reallocate that money into a stock that is moving. My regret was not going with my gut feeling in the after hours and cut my loss. Then move the money into gappers like BSQR. Oh, that one gapped up $2. I picked the wrong gapper. All right. I picked LEDS instead. And I held forever, like a long time. You'll see in a little bit. And GNFR. If you look at GNFR after hours, that thing is popping. It's over 100% gains. It just came out of nowhere. And you're going to see that I hold some position in that as well for a swing, but a small position because my money's locked up in LEDs. LEDS. All right. Both these stocks would have helped me break even or get back into the profits by the end of the trading day, but I decided to swing LEDS. Too stubborn to take my loss and then reallocate that money. Honestly, could have gone like $2,000 easy and walked away, but I didn't. Why? Because I'm trying to push myself to see if I can move thousands, because I know I can move hundreds so easily. I want to see if I can move thousands of dollars. So, of course, and then, when you get your account size grow, then you try to move $10,000. I mean, it's just the way it goes, right? Once you grow as a trader and your account size grow, you want to get better and better. And it's not even, honestly, it's like not even about the money anymore. It's just like about just growing my account size. It's like playing a video game. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day where, I'm sorry, I'm not getting into numbers right now, but I just want you to understand like that mentality that I have. It's like playing video games like Call of Duty, right? I was just telling somebody the other day, you play because of the challenge of playing against other people, because that's basically what stock is. You're playing against other people. And it's a matter of who can be the greediest at the right amount. And that's what I'm trying to find right now, is being greedy at the right amount. So that way I find my balance in how I trade and profiting and being happy with it, stuff like that. So it's, and another thing is me messing around with all these different experiments, because it goes back to Call of Duty. Once you learn a certain class, right, you have a setup that's like an amazing class setup, and then you want to learn other classes. You want to do other, use other guns. And so that's what it's like right now for me. And it's playing video games. And I'll be honest, like this, I'm addicted. Like I should just trade from the early mornings until about, I would say about like 9, right? And then be done with the day. Be done with trading, unless you want to trade power hour. But what do I do? I trade all day long, and I trade intermittently, and I cook and I watch my daughter at the same time. So it's kind of like I can't really focus, because if I could, I would definitely make more and just be done with the day in a matter of an hour, maybe 2. But yeah, that's me trying to push myself to trade all day. And honestly, it's not worth it. So unless this is my full-time job, and my full-time job right now is not this. It's really, being a father. And I think I'm not doing a good job with it right now. So it's hard to admit that, but it is true. So gotta be real with yourself, right? Okay, anyways, enough of me griping about myself. Let's get into the numbers here. So getting into the numbers here, My biggest gainer today was AUVI. AUVI brought home $2,000 for that one. And if I swipe over to the right here, you can see I was actually trying to short it too. I don't just only trade while it go up. I also trade while it comes down. I was like, there's no way that this thing after it stalls and goes to $35 and it's going to keep going. It's just no way. And then I was trying to short it, but if you look at the percentage right here, 75.2% to short this. I'm like, no, ain't nobody gonna, nope, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I decided not to short it, and I decided to keep trading it. So I made $500 on this trade in under a minute. Like, that's insane, right? $500 in under a minute. I make $300 teaching for 6 hours. Like, that just like blows your mind, right? The power of the stock market and having the capital to do what I do. Here's a video of me just kind of messing around, totally gambling right here because it was halted. You know, just watch the video. Let me just start it for you right now. Since this is such a hot stock right now for today, ranked number 1, nearly 500% already, I'm going to gamble on this halt. Pray for me, please, pray for me. No, I'm actually up like 1,600 right now, so I can afford to mess around. So, yep. Don't pray for me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. So what happened was it actually dropped and then went back up. so because it was such a volatile stock and it was a certain time of day where I know I have time before there's like a sell-off period, I went in and went for it. Okay, let's move on. So CHCI. CHCI was a swing trade that I did, and if you watched the previous video, you would see that I was up by just maybe a couple hundreds, but then this thing took off, and I am so disappointed in myself for not being greedy enough, because this thing popped to $13 in the early morning from 7 something. Now just think about it. I had 1,000 shares. I bought in at 7 something. Yeah, let that sink in. And you know what I sold it at? At first I was like, let's sell it at 11. And then I chickened out and I sold it at like 9 something, 978. I forgot what it was, but yeah, it was disappointing. But again, I'm still trying to learn to balance the right amount of greed. And then I swing traded ITRM, saw profit, took it, and the thing tanked. Because it went down and it came back up, and I was like, I saw a profit, I just took it, and I was done. I'm out, and I didn't look back. And I made $800 on that one. And then NXTD was a long swing trade. Now, I bought this one in January 28th, all right? And it tanked. I was literally holding a bag for like 2 weeks-ish. Something like that, maybe 2.5. And then when Bitcoin blew up this week, I cashed in, and then I swung traded a little bit more, and you know I came out with like $600 plus. I mean, that's not bad, right? And then I traded this one after hour on low funds because my money was locked up in LED. I was only able to trade 500 shares, and this thing went from 270 to 291. It went to 350 something, and I didn't wait long enough because I needed to do stuff with my daughter. So I sold, took the profit, got $100, and just basically walked away. Didn't trade on anything until I did stuff with my daughter, and I came back and I traded some more. And let's see here, GSAT. If you traded this one during power hour, oh my goodness! If I had the funds, because again my funds was locked up in LED. And it kept tanking, and I didn't take the loss. I didn't just reallocate the money into something like this because I would have gone in 10,000 shares. I don't normally do like 500 shares for something that's around like $2 or $3. I would go in 10,000 shares, and I could have rolled that up, made 1,000 back, and I would have been only down like 1,000. Because at the time I was like down maybe 3,000, and then I was profiting 2,000. So if I balanced it out, I would have came out like around, and walked away after trading this after power hour. I would have been like at around 1.5K profits, But at one point in time, I was at 2.3K. You're going to see that in a little bit. Okay, so yeah, and this was disappointing because like WeBull sent me a message saying, hey, I don't have enough funds. And I was trying to buy like 1,000 shares, but I couldn't. And so I had to buy 500 shares instead. So I could have made more money off of this to basically cover LED because it was like a bleeding. It was just bleeding. It was just bleeding into the red. Okay, like deeper and deeper red. And then TLRY, did a quick trade on that. Nothing to really talk about there. It was hot. I had to do it just because I wanted to do it and get out. And then this one, I was trading it again, low funds, and yeah, I was doing only 100 shares. Just messing around there. And then NOVN was a swing trade. It was positive. I didn't sell last night or after hours yesterday. It went negative, and I got tired of looking at it. I just took the loss and just moved on because I needed the funds to trade. And then VERU got me good. VERU was a dying stock. I bought in at the wrong time. Yes, you can kind of time the market. I know, right? You can kind of time the market. I bought this when it was selling off hour, and then the stock was dying in momentum, and I didn't realize that until I saw it, and I was like, oh, I need to take a loss, and then came back and basically went negative, came back $2,000. And if I had walked away after my whole day of trading, I mean, like not my whole day, but like before I got into LED, like hard, I would have walked away with $2,300. Easy. Well, not easy. I did put in work. Don't get me wrong. But I traded some more, and then, I should have quit when I was ahead. So then, took my daughter to the park. We watched ducks and stuff like that swim because I needed to relax and get away from the computer. Like I said, addiction. So I need to find a way to combat this, and pray for me, please. And then I, of course, cooked for my family. Made noodles. This was dinner. And then this is a swing trade right now. BQRS. Oh my, BSRQ. I have a love-hate relationship with this one because early in the morning, all right, I had 2,000 shares in this, and I chickened out. I bought in. I chickened out. It's like $7 or something. I chickened out. I went to go eat breakfast with my family, and I sold for a quick gain. And this was literally up like $400. And then now I'm swing trading like 100 shares because I think it's gonna go back up because it's a gapper. And let me just 2,000 shares. It went up $3. I would have been up $6,000 today, easy, if I didn't chicken out, and I would have been done for the day, like literally done for the day. But as soon as I finished eating with my family, I checked, and I saw the stock, and I was like, why did I sell? Why did I get out of this trade? If I'm not looking at it, I just sell at a quick profit and then just move on. But that's a part of trading. You don't know until it happens. And then I'm swing trading GNFT. This one is gapping up hard. I'm gonna get into the numbers here. I'm swing trading this, and this is my bag right here. So if you're looking at my account, I have this much cash to play with tomorrow morning. I might sell this at a loss. It's actually at negative 4,800 right now. So it did get a little bit better. It came back up. This is also a gapper. LEDS is a gapper. So if it comes through, man, it's going to gap up hard. It's going to gap up like to $10, $15. That's what I think. I hope it happens. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. I mean, I'm okay with it. All right, so let's get into the graphs here. Okay, so what the graphs here? Oh my goodness. I am so disappointed in myself because so I saw this, all right, it was gapping up. I was watching it right here. It gapped up, and I was like, cool, let's wait to buy in. I tried to buy in at around like 6 something, and it gapped up to like $6, $7, right? It gapped up to $7. I missed the trade because WeBull's a little slow on the execution. So I missed it, and I made a mistake of chasing the price. And that's something I teach my students, is to not chase the price. And I was like, I have a good feeling about this because this gapper is going to gap. If it gaps again, it's going to gap to $10, $15, like $10 today. And it did it. And then I just let it bleed slowly down, all the way down. I watched it all the way down here. And then it started slowly coming back up. So hopefully this is going to gap up, and I can break even, or I will take a profit. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the morning. And it's not even the after hour list of stock that are gaining right now. So we'll see. I don't know. People might come back and trade this. I don't know. Okay. And then what I should have done was I should have used this money in BQRS. Oh, BSQR. All right, B square. See, if I had just sold at a loss, wait for this thing to gap up. It gapped up to like $11 in after hour, like in the beginning of after hour. If I got in at around 9 and I rode it all the way up to like 11, I would have broken even if I took that loss. You know, I was literally at maybe only $3,000 loss. So I wasn't really losing much because I had $2,000 gain plus that, minus that negative 3,000, right? Minus that 3,000, I would have been a little bit in the hundreds, negative 100 something, a few hundreds, right? And then I didn't reallocate my money. So I made that mistake there. I regret that. And then I was going to sell at a loss. And then when I was watching this gap up, the GNFT, I was watching it gap up. I literally bought in right here with only 40 shares. When I saw it come down, I saw it gap up to 13 something, and I saw it come down, and it's like 10 or 9, I'll get in. I got in at 10.50 right here. And it went down, and I knew it was going to come back up because after hour traders, I spend so much time, I get it. It's just a lot of screen time. And I made the mistake of not, again, if I had just sold, take my profits, take this profit, move it back into this one right here. At the end of the trading day, if I sold at the top of this, and I knew this was going to gap up, I didn't have enough guts to sell out the loss. So I would have been up like $3,000 today instead of two, whatever it is that I have. So yeah, that's the power of just having the confidence in yourself and having enough screen time to do what I do. And you see my numbers. It's not phenomenal yet. Don't get me wrong. All right. It's good. Okay. But once I balance the right amount of greed, the right amount of time of trading, it's going to be so easy for me to make a few $1,000s every morning and then literally become a millionaire in a few years. My goal is 2 to 5 years, become a millionaire. So, and I did the math. I'm a math major. I'm a nerd. I'm a numbers nerd. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of having the commitment to do this every morning and only in the morning and sometimes power hour. And I will have my free time to do what I need to do with my family, with my daughter, and basically give myself more free time. But what I am doing here is I'm prepping myself for the summer. So in the summer, I'm going to request that my wife allow me to trade until 9, and then I'll have the rest of the day off to just, win or lose. After 9, I don't trade anymore. So I have the summer to do stuff with my family. So as of right now, I am not, it's hard to admit this, but I am not doing my job as a husband as well as I should be, and I'm not doing my job as a father as well as I should be. Like I said, the first thing is to admit that you have an addiction problem and find your way around it. This is an addiction, not because of the money, but it's because it's more like me having something to do while watching my daughter, because I get bored out of my mind just doing nothing, literally. I can clean better. I can make time to clean. I can make time to play with my daughter more. So now it's just a matter of having the willpower to overcome this pretty much gaming addiction and walking away when I'm up 1,000 or something like that, or even a few hundreds. Just walk away and call it a day after 9 or something like that, right? So, all right, well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My WeBull links, it's down below. If you want to, get some free stock, sign up with my WeBull link. And I also have a WeBull playlist that I'll teach you how to use WeBull. It's not the fastest in execution, but I think the data is rich, and I love the data on WeBull. It's better than TOS, Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim got amazing execution speed, but nah, not feeling it. The data is not as good as WeBull, so we'll see. I don't know. But anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to say goodbye now. And thank you so much for watching and paying attention to me. Yapper. Yap. All right, for those of you who are returning, you know how we get our hands ready. For those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe, smash the like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm. And get your hands ready, follow along. Rock, paper, peace. Let's hang out again in the next video.